All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. If you're able to come on video, we'd love to see your faces. Always great to see your faces. So if you are able to come on video, please do. We want this to be interactive and fun. So what are we doing here? We have this amazing collagen sale that's happening right now. And our Glow Collagen has been flying off the shelf. Not because, it's sponsored by a celebrity. It's because of people just like you, people just like me, everyday regular people who are having amazing, amazing, incredible results. So I am a holistic nutrition practitioner, and I have been looking for impact products like this my whole career. And I have never come across formulations and products so clean and impactful. I've never seen testimonies like this on any health product, never mind any pharmaceutical product ever in my entire life. And I am so excited. We get testimonies every single day, new testimonies, and we are sharing every week. But this week, because of the collagen, we decided to pop in an extra call this week and have it be all about collagen. So what you're going to hear today is everyday people just like you share their stories of how the collagen has impacted their life. And so we're going to call on some friends here that we've brought on to share with you the impact that collagen has had, our collagen specifically, because many of us have been on other collagens before. Hands up if you've tried collagens before that didn't give you the results you were hoping for. For me, absolutely, I had been. Actually for years with little to no results, but I was really hoping it was doing something, even if I couldn't notice anything. And so I'm going to share my story a little to the end, but let's call on some friends here to share their story of how the collagen has impacted their life. So this is the Glow Collagen we're talking about specifically. All right. So who do we want to call on first, Benny?
Angela, are you able to pop on and share how, when you started the collagen and what a difference it's made for you?
Yes, you mean me?
Hello.
Angela?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, which
Okay.
which
okay.
Angela? There's two of
I
us.
noticed there were two.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, let's start with
Okay.
Angela H, and then we'll go to the
Okay.
other Angela.
Okay. So yes, I've been using Glow for 3 months now, and I'm so glad that Benny had recommended to me to take photos of before I started, and then like 1 month in, and then again at the 3-month mark, because I wouldn't have noticed as much as what I have in my physical appearance without those photos. So I think I sent it to you, Benny, so you could pop it in after. And I'll be 48 in September. So I was starting to get, fine lines and all of the wrinkles and stuff. And so that is definitely diminishing by the use of Glow. And then I also have had way less foot pain and hip pain, shoulder pain, like my whole body used to ache. And I just have always lived with it. And I had bunion surgery when I was really young, like grade 8 and grade 9. So my feet have always been bad, and I've always worn orthotics. But I don't need them. Like I can get out of bed and just like hit the ground running. And for me, that's a huge win. Aside from like my facial features are glowing, I guess, a little bit better than what they were. And just, I have sustained energy throughout the day. And I can't imagine, actually I can imagine, because I went to Dallas for 3 days and I just went with a carry-on and I couldn't take my Glow. And when I came home, it was a conference. So I was doing a lot of sitting and the plane ride there. And so, yeah, when I came home, I definitely felt it. And so I did some extra collagen loading, and it was perfect. I was back to my collagen self, I guess, my Glow self, within a matter of 2 days from not having it for 3 days.
Amazing. Angela, do you want to share a little bit about the impact that it's had on your parents
Oh,
in this
yes.
short amount of time?
Yeah, for sure. So my dad has had chronic pain in his knees and hips. He is 68 this year. He also had a really bad accident. He fell off of a riding lawnmower and damaged his hand, like his hand got caught in the blades. And so he has really, he can use his hand, but it has always really hurt. And he is like a brand new guy. He is telling everyone about his joy juice. We're trying to get him to use the proper name of it so that people know that it's Trinont, and he's giving proper credit to where it's due. But yeah, he can't speak enough about it. Like, it's just totally changed how he approaches his day, how he's feeling. And then my mom as well, she has arthritis in her hands, and she stopped using Glow because she's also diabetic. And so she found that her sugars were going up, and she was nervous because it has stevia in it. And so she thought maybe there was something, but it turns out there wasn't. It is nothing to do with the Glow. And so she stopped using Glow for a little bit. Her hands started really hurting again. So she switched from taking her Glow at bedtime to in the morning, so that she has a way to like use up the 10 grams of protein instead of before bed. And she is back to herself and just loves it. And so because they have had great success and I've had great success, now my whole family is joining. So like, this Glow deal could not have come at a better time, because my sister signed up her 2 children, and my other sister signed up, and her husband signed up, and his parents are signing up. Like, it's just, the benefit of the pain relief for people is huge.
Oh my God, I love it. Collagen for the whole family.
Mhm.
So amazing. And thank you so much for sharing. I can remember when you popped in my inbox the very first time to share what a difference it's made for your family. That was
Mhm.
just amazing. So
Yeah, and I will say too, my son is a tree climber. He's 19, and he's tried. He doesn't have really bad acne, but he has acne problems, like most teenagers. He's now 20, but when he started, he said, and he's tried all the different creams and stuff, and he has said this is the only thing that has helped with his acne. He has clear skin, complexion, and so he's a tree climber, so he's in a physical job. So he loves it because he has no pain. It's just joints are moving easy and the way they should be, well lubricated.
It's for all ages, all ages.
Yes.
Oh my
Benefits at all ages. I love it.
So great. Other Angela, do you want to pop back on and share your experience?
Hey, everybody. I'm glad I'm dressed, because I told everyone I invited, I'm like, oh, you don't even have to turn your camera off, turn your mic off. And then here I am feeling called out. But I'm happy to share. I had posted, everybody can hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah. I posted some pictures. I don't know if it was yesterday or today, because I was scrolling through, and Benny always says, take photos right before, and even take photos during, because I started in December. And I have a photo of myself in February when I cut my hair. And I took a photo yesterday, just to see the difference. And I put them side by side, and I could not believe how much my hair has grown. I was at a point, I'm 43 this month, and I have a very physical job. And I was at a point that I was walking down the steps, 1 foot at a time, because my knees were hurting so badly. So there were a lot of reasons that I wanted to try this collagen. I had a different brand before, and I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see. And so when Benny told me that she found this and she was so super excited about it, I was just as excited to jump on board and follow in her footsteps, and to be able to feel that lack of pain, right, as it diminishes. And then you feel like, hey, this is what it's supposed to feel like. I had on and off plantar fasciitis. And I haven't dealt with that right now. My husband and I are training to climb a mountain in June, which is terrifying, but exciting. So yeah, this has made a huge difference for both of us. And my parents as well, Angela. It's funny you started talking about your parents. My dad is 80 and he takes his collagen and he works full time. He is on the go all the time. My mom is 72 and she has arthritis in her hands as well. She's had surgery in her hip that she couldn't bend over and pick things up, like without really preparing for it. You know, when you have to brace yourself, you have to make sure you're in the right position. And I watched her the last time that I went to visit. She just bent over and picked something up. And I was looking at her going, Mom, like, wow, I can't believe you just did that. And she was like, oh yeah. You know, so take notice of those kinds of things because it makes a huge difference.
Oh my gosh, so awesome. Thank you, Angela. Well, I might pop on next and just share my experience with Glow. So this right here has made such a huge difference. One shot, I take one shot before bed, I put it beside my toothbrush, and the difference that I saw within 1 week of taking this collagen was more than I experienced in a year of taking all my other supplements. So it blew me away. So if you hear people sharing on here that I was shouting it from the rooftops, when you find something you love, you want to share that with your friends. So the first thing I noticed with the collagen was the pain in my feet and my hip started going away quite quickly after about a week. And that was at the end of August, and we're now in March, and I have not had any plantar fasciitis or hip pain since then. And this was ongoing. I had to stop running. I had to stop doing spin. And I was just in chronic pain with my feet and my hip for about 10 years on and off, depending on what I did. So this has made a huge, huge difference. The other big one for me was my hair stopped growing, or any women here, when you're in the shower, sometimes clumps started coming out. And actually Trent noticed that I stopped shedding. He was like, I don't find hair everywhere anymore. And I was digging through some things, and you guys, I had every gadget and gizmo for my plantar fasciitis. And this was really what made a difference. And then also for my hair, it was to the point where it was so short and damaged that I was actually buying like hair pieces to make it look full again. So as you can see, I have no shortage of hair anymore. It is beautiful. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about our collagen. The other thing was I had surgery 3 years ago now. I had a breast reduction, and about 2 weeks after taking the Glow, I noticed that my scars were starting to fade. And my doctor also told me that I probably had about a 10% chance of ever regaining the connective tissue to have feeling in my chest, which you don't think is a problem until you're in Mexico and your bathing suit keeps falling down and you actually have no feeling in your chest. So 2 weeks after taking the Collagen Glow, I actually started to get feeling back in again. So in the shower, it was like hail on my body. It was very noticeable. And I am sure that it is because of the collagen, the connective tissue, and just repairing my body from the inside out. So that is why I love the Glow. Next, I'm going to call on, I think I saw Beth pop on. Beth, are you here? Would you be able to share with us your experience with the collagen?
I am here. Yeah, I'm happy to share my experience with the collagen. So I'm 58 years old and I have had fibromyalgia since I was in my 20s. I was diagnosed in my early 30s. I'd never heard of it before that. And I also I've had a number of different health issues. The fibromyalgia was kind of the main one, but then I've also developed osteoarthritis over time. I knew that was going to happen just looking at my mother's health history. I knew that was probably what my future was going to look like. And to the point where I'm now 2.5 weeks away from getting my first knee replacement because I'm bone on my left knee. And by last summer, I was in a really rough place. The combination of the fibromyalgia and the osteoarthritis, and it wasn't just in my knees, it was also in my thumb joints here, in both joints. It was in my back and a few other places. The combination of the fibro and the osteoarthritis, it was like they were just building on each other, and one would irritate, like the fibro would irritate the arthritis, and then the arthritis would irritate the fibro, and on and on and on. And I got to the point where I needed a cane just to walk from one end of the house to the other. I was exhausted constantly, and I was in a lot of pain in a lot of places. And I mentioned my thumb joints, and the reason why that was really significant for me was because I am a compulsive knitter. I actually have done knitwear designs and have some of them for sale. So like professional knitter in many ways. And I couldn't knit. I couldn't do any of the normal needlework and stuff, things that I'm used to doing. And that was killing me, because as somebody who has been knitting for close to 50 years, and that's such a big part of my life, when I sit down to relax, I want to pick up my needles and start to knit. And I couldn't do more than about 2 or 3 rows at a time, because my thumb joints were so sore that I couldn't function. I just couldn't do it. And that was like, I can handle a lot of things, but when you take away my big stress reliever, that being the ability to do things like knitting and artwork, then I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to live like this anymore. And then there's the fact that I couldn't walk. I remember one specific day when I was trying, it was a beautiful day out. It was in August. I thought, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get some gardening done. But first I had to take the recycling down to the curb. So I did 3 trips taking my recycling down to the curb. And by the time I finished that, I was so tired and in so much pain, I had to go inside and sit down. And I'm like, when am I ever going to get any gardening done? I can't go out and I can't and play outside with my grandkids, because I can't stand up for that length of time without needing to go sit down. I can't do normal things, normal chores around the house. And I don't even have my stress reliever because I can't knit anymore. And it was somewhere around there that Betty called me and said, I think I might have something that might help you. And she started talking to me about this collagen. And I'd never heard of any of this sort of stuff before. I was like, well, it sounds a little suspicious, but okay, I'll try it. Because at this point, can't get worse than where I'm at right now. So I would try it. So I ordered some, and I started using it. About 4 days after I started using it, I noticed I wasn't as stiff in the morning when I got up. And I was like, that's interesting. And about a week later, my daughter says to me, Mom, you're walking like a normal person again. Now, if anybody who has knee issues, or if you talk to somebody and watch somebody who's got problems with their knees and hips and joints, they kind of walk, they swing from the hip. They don't really bend their knees because it hurts so much to bend your knees. And she was like, you're walking like normal. You're not doing that shuffling, bending, swing from the hip thing that you used to do. And I was like, well, yeah, my knees aren't as sore as they were. And so I have to admit, I was just blown away by the difference that this made in my life. I mean, since then, it has just gotten better and better and better. I still do use my cane when I'm going to be out walking for any length of time or moving around a lot, but I don't use it when I'm just walking around the house. I can do chores and things that I haven't been able to do for a long time. I just wasn't able to do a lot of this stuff. I can do it again. I can knit again. I was wearing a brace for a while. I get a little bit of pain still in there, but I can sit down and I can knit while I'm watching TV. And it's like, you have no idea how much of a change that is to your life when you can't enjoy the things you're normally used to doing because of pain. And the collagen has basically given me that aspect of my life back again. I am no longer in constant pain. And like I've said to Benny several times, but I can't thank her enough for introducing me to these products, because, oh my goodness, they have changed everything. So, and now, of course, I'm 2 weeks away from my surgery. So what I'm doing now is I'm collagen loading, which is kind of trying to build up my collagen stores, because that will help me to recover from my surgery afterwards. So if you stay tuned, I will probably have pictures of scars, healing, and all my other experiences as I'm going through this in the next month or so.
Oh, so awesome, Beth. And the first time I saw Beth after she started taking Glow, I've known Beth a long time, and she was like a new person. She just had energy and she was glowing. I could not believe the difference. So if you have any friends and you haven't seen them for a few months and they're on the collagen, you will notice a difference, which is amazing. Jen,
I also like the fact that I look about 10 years younger than I did.
and
Oh, bonus.
I've heard that from quite a few people. I know Angela said that as well. And that's a great side effect to age backwards. Jen, I'm going to pass it on to you. And if there's anyone else that you know that wants to share, or if you want to share and tell us some of the science behind why this is having such great results for us.
Yeah, let's kind of close it off and wrap it up. Thank you everyone for sharing tonight. So my story started with pain relief, but I want to tell you what's happening now, because that's kind of cool thing about Glow. The longer you're on it, your story expands. So at first it was for pain, and now it's actually for athletic performance. Okay. So I do CrossFit and I like to push hard, and I have, the whole like recovery thing that you have to do after you push hard. That's like nothing anymore. So it has completely transformed the speed at which my body can recover. So after a really hard workout, sometimes you got to force yourself to have a rest day. You got to crawl up and down those stairs. Like I have crawled up and down the stairs, and not because I have fibromyalgia or not because I have damaged tissues, just because I've worked out so hard, right? I have had to drag myself up and down the stairs. I've had to, lower myself down to go to the washroom, those sorts of things. And now I am happy to report that my muscle recovery has improved so much that I can work out harder than I've ever been able to work. I am making personal bests like every single day. I'm beating a record of my own, and I am jumping out of bed the next morning to go hammer out another workout without needing to do half an hour of warm up before I push through. So, when we say it's for everyone, it is for everyone, and the uses and the things that we are seeing people experience goes beyond what the stories you're hearing today. And that is one of the things I wanted to share. And that's because why do we need to be taking this collagen in is, first of all, because our body's ability to create collagen lowers as we get older, and our collagen is always depleting. That's just a natural process of living. And so we need to make sure we're supplementing with it. But the problem that has existed in the past for myself and many others is that there is no other collagen on the market that will create this type of result. It's because ours is the only medical grade collagen. The other collagens on the market are actually cosmetic grade collagens. So they're just not as impactful. And so this is a medical grade collagen that has extra added nutrients, ingredients like biotin and hyaluronic acid. And biotin is one of those things that is a buzzword in the beauty world, because remember, a lot of other brands are cosmetic. So biotin has a cosmetic purpose, but it also has a functional purpose. And unless it has a clinical dosage, it will only give you a little bit of minor cosmetic effects. It won't give you the clinical effects. And so having that clinical dosage of biotin is going to give you more than the beauty aspect. It's going to give you body things that are going to help you. It's going to boost that collagen result. We also have a whole antioxidant formula. We have 10 grams of protein in there. It is going to boost. There's no sugar in it. That was a really important thing for me, but even more important there's no artificial sugars. That was even more important to me than the fact that there was no sugar. And so these are some of the reasons why we are seeing such impact impactful stories come out is because it is literally absorbing the second it hits your mouth. It is the most absorbable form of collagen. It's over 90% absorbable. And when we give our body what it needs, it just does what it's supposed to do. And our bodies are always trying to move forward with health. Our bodies never are trying to move backwards. When we give it what it needs, it moves forward with health. Now, Benny, did you have some pictures that we can share and talk through? Benny's going to pull up some pictures that we can share because we would love to share what's happening on the inside, but we don't have visuals on that. So when we're showing hair, skin, nails, those kind of visuals, know that what's happening on the outside is a reflection of what's happening on the inside, because collagen is not just hair, skin, and nails. It is the structural protein of every cell of our body. And what's really important is the fact that our collagen is a type 1 collagen, and over 90% of the collagen in our body is type 1 collagen. And when we have an abundance of type 1 collagen in our body will make all the other types of collagen. You do not need to supplement with all the other collagens because your body will make it. So really important, because it is your connective tissues, it is your bone matrix, it is your gut lining, it is everything. And when we know that the gut is core to health. And so look at some of these results. I don't know, Benny, if you want to mention anything extra, you jump in and share.
Sure. So I'm just going to share, Krista couldn't be on tonight, but I wanted to show her photos because every time I see them, I can remember when I first met her back at the end of December, and she is feeling so good. She has energy, she has vitality, but she is glowing. Like, look at the pictures. So that first picture was back in December. And so she's been taking the products for a few months now, and the glow, she has psoriasis on her legs. As well as she was just in a lot of pain. So that is Krista, and you can see her hair is also growing back. So really helping her dry skin, but you can just see her glowing there. This is my friend Leslie, who called me after 1 month on Glow and said, I can't find them, Benny. And she was talking about her varicose veins. So 1 month taking that 1 shot of collagen before bed, that was the only difference she made, and her varicose veins started to really disappear. As Jen was saying, the benefits start getting more and more. So she's also noticing that her skin, her eyelashes are growing, her hair is growing, and she's just feeling really healthy. So that's my friend Leslie. This here on the left is Beth, who we heard from tonight. And you can see the progression. So October, November, February, and she is glowing. So we can't always show you guys what it feels like for our knees or our hips or our feet, but when you really can start seeing the results. This is Grace, who's one of our friends on the East Coast, and she is a mama. And if anybody's ever had babies, we often start to lose our hair. It often changes and thins, and she noticed a huge difference in her hair. So that is Grace. This is Tina. She could not be on tonight. Tina actually heard Beth's story and was inspired to give the collagen a try. She has a similar story. She's on the wait list for surgery. And if you can see in that photo on the left, she's actually wearing a brace and a cane. And in the difference of 1 month, she is standing there without her brace and her cane, wearing jeans for the first time because she doesn't have to wear that brace. And she is feeling fantastic. She can drive again. She can do activities again. Here's Angela, who shared tonight. You can see her skin, but also her hair. So before you start taking your collagen, make sure you take photos of everything. And then this is me here. As I was mentioning, I have scars from a surgery, as well as my hair hadn't grown past that medium length in years. I had tried and tried. So there are some of my photos. And then last but not least, we wanted to share, the reason we're on tonight is there's a special. So there's 2 different offers, and it ends Monday night. So you want to make sure If you are somebody on here that is excited about the collagen, I want you to throw an emoji in the comments and put your hand up if tonight you heard of somebody, maybe your parents or your sister, and you got excited. Put your hands up. Every time I hear these stories, I think of someone new. So if you would like to share this video with someone else, please let us know. We're happy to share. And there's 2 different ways you can get your hands on this glow right now. The one, and my favorite, is the Glow and Grow bundle. So you get 2 collagen and 2 for free when you sign up as a new associate, which means you get a website. So when you have your results from collagen, you can then share your website. The other way of getting the collagen is buy 3 and get 1 free bundle. So this is for any new customers or existing associates. So those are the 2 ways you can get your hands on more Glow collagen. I am already an associate, so I stocked up with the get 3 and buy 1 for free. And I have a lot of friends that are jumping on to start with collagen. Jen, anything you want to add or any questions that we have?
I don't think that we need to add anything else. I think it's super simple. I think it's like a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer. If I could get 2 for free right now, I would be going for that deal. But as an associate, I was pretty happy to get 1 free. I think that it's a no-brainer. I think it's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity to jump in, especially because we know that we have an amazing comp plan and you can change people's lives and make money at the same time, or you can get in and just purchase for yourself. It's really flexible. And though I know when you see your results, you are not going to want to keep quiet about it.
So great. And make sure you reach out to whoever invited you tonight. They will get you whichever link you would like to get your collagen. So there is either the Glow and Grow or the 3 for free. So if you want the Glow for Grow bundle, put that in the comments. And if you want the 3 for free, put that in the comments and we'll make sure we get back to you. All right. Well, thank you so much for everyone jumping on this Easter Sunday. I am going to log off and thank you and happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.